La Belle Dame sans Merci. This poetry has been written by John Keats. John Keats abandoned his medical profession to become a poet of beauty and verbal felicity. His imaginary is colorful and sensuous, and his word painting are remarkable, influenced by Spenser, Shakespeare, and Milton. Keats' poetry blends the romantic with the philosophical. Keats' poems were badly received by critics during his time. But his reputation as a poet grew steadily after his death with the increasing popularity of Romanticism. He is now seen as a key figure of the Romantic movement in English literature. His works have greatly influenced later writers, and his letters and poems are still very popular today and are studied in detail by students of literature. This poetry is narrating by Dr. Priyanka M.G. Summary of this poem. The poem starts with a speaker who encounters a wounded knight on the side of the road. The knight is in a pathetic physical and emotional state. He seems deeply troubled. His complexion affects a deadly pallor as if he was near death. He assumes a distressed, languid, and crestfallen demeanor. His appearance is a far cry from the conventional heroic image of knights. The unknown speaker seems to be deeply concerned for the knight and inquires after the cause of his troubles. From that point, the knight starts telling the speaker his story and what happened to him. The knight is the sole narrator of his experience. His version of events can therefore be biased or untruthful. The knight tells the speaker that he encountered a beautiful fairy in the woods with whom he fell in love with. This mysterious fairy lady has long hair and light foot. There seems to be a supernatural aura about this lady because she speaks an unidentified language and assumes a wild expression in her eyes. He started courting her, making her garlands and letting her ride his horse. The knight forgets all about his duties as a knight and spends his entire day in the company of this fairy lady. The fairy invited him to her cave, where she offers him wild food consisting honey, roots, and manna dew. The knight was lulled into a sleep. In his sleep, he saw all the knights and men the fairy seduced and that they were all dead. The knight then woke up alone, finding himself abandoned by the fairy lady. The knight is totally devastated by the disappearance of the fairy. Heartbroken and emotionally depleted, the knight toils alone, mourning the loss of the mysterious fairy. Thank you.